Amy.
Hey, Jack.
I'm gay.
Oh my god, that is so funny. I'm also gay. I was going to tell you.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
And you're listening to Dating Straight. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Kristen.
Hey, guys. I thought you were going to forget me. I thought you were just saying hi to each other. I was like, what about me?
We just ignore her the whole time. Yeah.
I think that we should try that.
That's really funny. You're like, we're not. We can't
Maybe
hear
for an
you.
April Fool's episode. That would be really funny.
Funny. That's really funny.
That's awful.
Well, Kristen, thanks for coming. For those who are watching on YouTube right now, we do a pre-show for every episode that's audio only. So go listen to that because we talk about what, Kristen? If you would like to, I would like you to share.
Yeah,
just
please.
a maybe in 5 words.
Synopsis. Yeah.
5 words. I pooped my pants. Seriously.
Yeah, so if you want to hear that story, go to Spotify or podcast app.
Or wherever you listen.
I don't know, Stitcher. Yeah.
Wherever you listen.
Also, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, rate 5 stars on the podcast app. We read all of your ratings and reviews, and they make us hurt because they're so sweet. And
That could've gone one of two ways.
No less than 5 stars.
No less than 5. Also, check out our Patreon.
You better.
We are doing extra episodes, live streams, and newsletters every month. So
Hell yeah.
now
I'm
my
all taking
spiel is
notes.
over.
Yeah. We do be busy though.
Good.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little catch up of our week. Oh no. I always get so embarrassed when I write out my catch up and then by the time we're recording, I don't want to share it anymore.
Uh-oh.
So Jack, take it away.
Okay. Well, Kristen, you don't know much about me, but pretend you do, right? So
Okay.
as we know, I have moved to New York. Oh wait, do we know that yet? Yes.
Yeah.
We know that. Sorry. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube, which you shouldn't be because you should be listening on the podcast app. I have lots of beautiful exposed brick behind me right now. But
love it.
I moved away from this sweet boy who we were like seeing each other. It was a really heartbreaking tale of, getting close, but then me being like, I have to move across the country. Yeah. And then what's funny is that like I posted a picture of me on the plane, like in full face shield garb. And then like all of the exes and everyone who's ever been interested in me came out of the woodworks and, were messaging me being like, we should catch up. Or like, when you get back, we should hang out. And I'm like, guys, boys only want you when they can't have you. And it's truly amazing.
Is it?
That's same for girls too.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's it. I'm
Moment of silence.
I have no man, just many fake suitors,
Good for you though. You're independent. Look at you go. I'm proud of you.
Thank
That's
you
a big
so
move.
much.
That's like a lot of people dream to do that and don't do it, and you did it.
What, having like many men or moving to New York?
Moving across the
Oh.
Well, that
like
too.
being
See, you
so
have
hot that
both.
everyone wants you. Yeah, I know. It's really crazy.
It's really hard. But look at my exposed brick.
Yeah.
The problem with that, Kristen, though, is that Jack has been talking, almost every week on this podcast about how he wants a man.
Oh.
So,
But here's the thing, y'all.
What's the thing?
Ask and you shall not receive. Like it's always gonna get you right when you least expect it. Like this sweet boy, because I was like, it's coronavirus. I'm not gonna meet anyone new. I'm about to move. I'm not gonna meet anyone new. And then I did. And now I'm happy that like when I come back, I'll have someone to say like, hey, so do you still like me? Like it'll be fun.
For sure. And like so cliche, but like distance does make the heart grow fonder. Like there's a reason. There is a reason that you met him and then you moved? Because if you stayed, maybe you guys would have gotten into it way too fast and it would have gone to shambles. Like, there's a reason. You got to remember that.
Right. I'm actually FaceTiming him today. So like, maybe you're right.
Yeah,
Maybe you're
good.
right.
Hope so.
That's so cute.
So that's my catch up.
King. Okay, I guess my catch up is I have a new crush. It's not real, so don't worry. It's fully not real.
What do you mean?
I have never spoken to this person at all, so like it's that kind of thing.
I have a lot of those.
Like,
I have a lot of those.
Yeah. So we've maybe exchanged like a couple sentences in our whole lives, but we matched on a dating app and I messaged her and she didn't reply, and therefore I'm completely invested.
I love
I'm
her.
planning our future. I'm very much the opposite of Jack, where he like wants men all the time, and I'm literally never interested in anyone ever. So this is very exciting, even though, again, we are complete strangers. I don't know this person.
That's not true, I thought.
I wish I knew who it was.
Yeah, well, okay, I could tell you and you would still be like, who? It would mean nothing to you. I've met her like one time over 6 years ago.
Oh,
So
wow, okay.
Does that count as knowing this person? I feel like no.
You met them. That's about it.
you know them. You go way
Yeah.
back.
But I'm sure she wouldn't recall as well.
Hey, you don't know that. You don't know
Thank you,
that.
I feel
Kristen.
confident.
That's what I'm saying. Amy, you gotta be confident.
Yes.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like, oh, I don't remember meeting this stranger once 6 years ago. Like, I can totally live with that.
You are rememberable, Amy. You have value.
You are important.
Well, okay. I mean, I'm sure there's many people that I or you guys don't remember meeting 6 years ago.
I have to say, I am really good with faces. Like when I meet someone once, I promise I remember it. I'm like, you look familiar. They're like, oh yeah,
That's
we actually
amazing.
met. So I don't know.
So take
Okay, well,
that.
good for you. Yeah. I'm not that person. Anyway, so that's my catch up. Oh, and Jack actually had some like really interesting insight on that.
Wait, what? What is it?
Because we spoke about it last night.
Yeah, I said, what did I say? I
don't know. What did you say?
said
But I
something
remember being like,
really-
damn.
Yeah, it was something about how like you like people who don't give you the time of day because you don't believe that you are, or you believe that they're out of your league. Like you always want someone out of your league. And then when they start to like you, then it's like the biggest accomplishment ever. Right? Wasn't it something
Yeah.
like that?
That makes sense.
It was something like that. But then also like what is out of your league? Like are there leagues? Probably no.
Well, no, but that's what you
I don't
think
think
there
so.
are.
But yeah, your brain sets them. I think to touch on that, like a kind of like a deeper way that I think about that is like when someone is kind of, all over you, really, really into you, and you're like, like you don't like it. I think subconsciously it's because you're like, you like me, like I don't like me.
Yeah.
You're not happy. You know what I mean? Like
Oh my God, you just burned me.
I mean, hey,
You just said, bitch, you don't like yourself.
wake up. But like,
And that's on
actually-
period.
and that's on period. But like, I don't know. I just thought about it the other day. I was like,
yeah.
clear, like if somebody's treating you so well and they're really into you and they always want to talk to you, a lot of people find that like too much. They kind of cringe at it. But like, you deserve it. And I feel like if you don't like it when they do that, it's just because you're like, wait, why are you liking this so much when I don't even like this so much? I don't know. I just kind of repeated myself again.
So true though.
No, girl, you are in therapy and it shows. Am I right?
I just started therapy like 2 months ago for the first time in my life.
Welcome.
But I promise, welcome. I promise, like, I have these type of realizations with my therapist, and she's like, why are you in therapy? Like, she's like, you have the tools. I'm like,
Wow.
I don't know. Help me bring them out. I don't know, but
You're
you
doing
know, it's easy to
great.
say
I
to you
love
guys.
Therapy. Yes, you're giving us therapy right now, and we thank you. And you're going to charge us after this, I'm sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is how I look at it.
Mhm.
3 perspectives.
Good.
I look at it as like I do not want to date anyone. Therefore, if I find someone who is not interested in me, that's a perfect situation because then we won't date.
So you just like the chase? Is it like that, you think?
Well, like, no, but I don't know. Maybe. Is that what that sounds like? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I don't know, kind of. Did you
I don't want to date.
so, have a bad relationship that made you not want to date now? Or have you just always been like this?
I don't know. I feel like yes, but also I've maybe always been like this.
Yeah. Good, you're independent. That's very special. A lot of people
I'm moving
aren't.
to New York next month.
You
I'm
are?
kidding.
Oh, it's like, can I come?
She just wants to be me so bad.
I miss him so
I
much.
bet. Dang.
Thanks, guys.
Do you have a catch up of the week? What's going on, Kristen?
I don't know.
don't have
I don't
to.
think so.
We put you on the spot like that. No need.
I have another like I got sick from something again. If you want that.
What, this week?
Yesterday I was so sick.
With what?
It's my stomach. Have you guys heard of the bitchin' sauce from Costco? I think they sell it other places.
No.
It's like a
No.
vegan kind of like spicy aioli almond based sauce. Fire. It's so good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I probably had like a half a cup and I was like dipping vegetables in it. It's so good. Immediately felt gross. Was sick all day yesterday. So there's my catch up of the week.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
You guys are talking about like love and self worth. I'm like, oh, I'd shit my pants once a year.
Again. Well, we all do it when we're babies.
Thanks.
So, what's the difference now?
Right. Same thing.
Very cool. Okay, well, thanks for your catch up. And before we move on to getting into the nitty gritty of this episode, we would like to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors.
Thank you so much, Brooke Linen, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. So, I've realized during this whole situation that we're in that making small changes to like every day makes an ultimately bigger, better change to my lifestyle. So, for example, I've been hiking every day and now I'm snatched. So, in using Brooke Linen every night to sleep, I am just sleeping so much better, so much more well rested, so much comfier. And that's all I want to be is comfy.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, what we think of Brooke Linen sheets. If you have listened to these episodes before, like, no lie, they are a serve. And
literally, period.
And they are like luxury products at a low price. And they are so soft and comforting. And especially with me moving to a whole other city across the country, like it still feels like home in my mattress, which my mattress isn't even mine. Only the sheets are the same. And I still feel at home. So that's really nice. And Brooke Linen is awesome because they've moved beyond the bedroom as well and offer bathroom and life essentials. So they have towels, shower curtains, even ultra soft loungewear that makes you feel like you've never left your bed, which is Amy's biggest dream.
That's the goal, yeah.
And eye masks, robes, furniture, art. There's a lot going on Brooke Linen. So make sure to check out Brooke Linen because there is something for you, and it is high quality. And I love it.
Yeah.
So brooklinen.com is the perfect place to start making small changes that make a big difference. Brooke Linen is so confident in their products that all their sheets, comforters, loungewear, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. So go on, make yourself comfortable. Get 10% off your first order and free shipping when you use promo code DATING only at brooklinen.com. Brooklinen, everything you need to live your most comfortable life.
Thanks, Brooklinen. Also, thank you so much, Best Fiends. We've also spoken about Best Fiends so many times because it is the only puzzle game that you need to keep like your brain still kind of working, but also off, which is the goal.
Yeah.
It's also a really great way for Jack and I, because now he's so far away from me. You were far out the whole time, but whatever. It's a good way for us to still like socially distance, hang out, compete, because obviously we're very competitive with each other. And even though I do be losing though in our Best Fiends competition.
You do be. But it makes me feel great. And the reason that Amy keeps playing is because it's an awesome game, and don't just take it from us. There's over 100 million downloads. So like everyone is playing and having a good time. So don't miss out.
Yeah.
And Best Fiends updates monthly, so Amy and I always have something new to talk about and enjoy. And there are also new challenges and new characters to collect, so it never gets boring. Best Fiends has thousands of levels already, with new levels, events, and characters added every month. It's hours of fun right at your fingertips, and you can even play offline with over 100 million downloads and tons of 5-star reviews, including 2 from us. Best Fiends is a must-play. Download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's Friends without the R, Best Fiends.
Thanks, Best Fiends.
Okay, so Kristen, you are now a YouTuber, podcaster extraordinaire, and we just want to start from the beginning. How did you become a full-time YouTuber? Is that like what you consider yourself? And who are you? What do you do? Let's like introduce you for real.
Because we haven't yet. Yeah,
for sure. I'm Kristen. And
Hi, Kristen.
And I have a YouTube channel that I primarily cook on. I love to cook. It's something
Cool.
I've done all my life. I come from a family of a lot of amazing cooks, and it just like I didn't know it would ever be like what I did. I just knew I always enjoyed it. But that just goes to show like do what you love type thing, because you can make money off of it. There you go. But
capitalism, baby.
Yeah, money is good.
No, I love it. So when I first started my YouTube channel, it was kind of like a little bit of everything. I feel like when I started it, it was more in the height of like the challenge trend of YouTube, but doing this for 24 hours, doing this makeover to myself. It was a lot of challenge based things, which are so fun and I loved, but I got to a point where I was like, what's sustainable here? Like to me, I still have this mentality of like needing stability in a job, because before all of YouTube, I was in corporate America. I had a normal job. I had a 9-to-5. I worked for Ted Baker's headquarters downtown LA. I was an allocator. Like I had a full ass like job. I went to college for it, whatever. Crazy. And yeah, so around the same time that I was kind of not feeling that job anymore, I was able to start making money on YouTube. So I made the transition. And now we're here. Yeah, I primarily cook, and then I just started a podcast with my best friend. Yeah, so that's fun. It's an advice. It's called Advice. It's an advice-based podcast. Yeah, we just kind of talk about whatever life stuff, and I don't know. I guess I'm figuring it out. I feel like I've always kind of pressured myself to put myself in like a niche or a box of the digital industry, but I think that's also really beautiful that you can kind of do whatever and still be successful in it. You know what I mean? So
totally.
I like to do a little bit of everything.
Very cool. I noticed that you're vegan, and I too am vegan.
Yay.
How long have you been vegan? Can we talk about that for just 60 seconds? Because
Totally.
Jack is going to get bored and irritated.
Yeah, right. No, I love vegans. I'm a Bonnie Rebecca. Oh, Bonnie Rebecca. Do you
she's
know
not vegan
about her,
anymore.
Kristen?
What?
Yeah, do you know the vegan drama?
Wait, who?
Her name is Bonnie Rebecca. Honestly, like there was a year or two ago, all the vegans on YouTube except like Freely went non-vegan, and it was big T.
Why?
I don't know,
Like health
gut
or something.
health.
Yeah.
They were
And-
like, give me some fish.
And my favorite
shit.
vegan queen went non-vegan. And listen, I know we're all different. I will still support her. You know, like
It's her.
I'm
diet. It doesn't
also not
change her.
vegan. So, like, if she's
No,
cooking
totally.
chicken, I'm like, okay.
You know,
Imagine you're like, fuck her, because she's not vegan, but you're straight up not vegan.
you're literally eating like a full steak. Like, fuck you.
How dare she? She's ruining the planet.
So to answer your question, I've been vegan for like 2 months. I'm still very new to it,
Ooh.
but I have noticed this like in the community, it's very like, that's not vegan. What are you doing? It's very, I'm going to hold you to
Terrible.
it. If you say you're vegan, you're vegan. And I get that. I understand the passion behind the lifestyle because doing it right is so beneficial to the planet, to your body, all that. So when you mess up just a little bit, it's like, no, you're ruining it all. I get that. However, wouldn't it be better if we all like how do I say this? Like, I feel like when you're a vegan, you have to do everything vegan or don't be a vegan at all. It's kind of that mentality.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Mhm.
It's bad.
if the world was vegan for one meal a day of a full week, that's still better than not being vegan at all.
Right.
So it's like,
Mhm.
we hold these people like,
Absolutely.
you have to do everything vegan. It's like, but being 50% vegan is still great too.
Yeah,
So,
you're doing more
I don't
than
know.
most people. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what Cammy Scott, who's our friend
Love
and
her.
my ex-roommate.
Oh, hell.
used-
Ugh.
oh, didn't
I didn't know that.
Yeah, didn't know either. Well, I wonder who knows her better. So,
Hmm.
she used to say though, like she'd be like, people always say like, oh, I could be vegan, but I like can't give up cheese, or like, oh, I
Mhm.
would be vegan, but I can't give up eggs, and then she'd just be like, okay, do it, and then it would leave people just being like, wait, what? Like, and then obviously they wouldn't. It's like, but if we all did that, it would be so much better. So
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I get it. Like an intense diet change, it's intense. It does change your whole life. And a lot of people can't give up the cheese, the meat, their favorite things. Because, at the end of the day, you want to enjoy your food. That's like, I believe like food is love. Food is life. Food is happiness. That's how I look at food. So I never would want to take that away from somebody. But I think if we all like meatless Mondays type thing, like if everybody did that one day a week, like I bet you our numbers for the planet would go like down. Everything would do really well.
Mhm. Yeah.
Me for president.
Because people see like how shitty the vegan community can be, and then they're like, oh, well, that seems overwhelming. I am not going to do that.
Exactly.
But yeah, let's like doing a little more, because also changing your diet overnight can be hard. I mean, I did it because I watched a movie called Food Inc. and then I
Yep.
was like, oh, never mind.
Yep.
And now I'm vegan. So
Right. That's usually the story.
yeah, what made you change?
I've seen Food Inc. I've seen and read a lot of terrible things that I'm very aware are terrible. Truly, those weren't like the initial, oh my God, I have to be vegan after this. Mine, I mean, I guess this is kind of selfish in a way. Like mine is, it's really for me too. Like I have terrible like digestion. How do you say that word?
You're doing great.
Yeah.
I have tummy problems, and
Oh God, we know.
yeah. See, there you go.
We've heard your stories.
You know my story. I was vegan like 2 years ago. I did it for like a month. And I remember I didn't like it. I was super tired. I wasn't doing it right. So I don't know. I also have this like weird like competition with myself where I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do it again, I have to at least beat myself longer than I did it last time. So that's kind of why I've done it as long as I have now. But I don't know. I just wanted it to be a way to kind of discipline me even more to eat as clean as possible, because that's the only way my stomach doesn't hurt is when I'm eating very clean, very raw. So I'm doing it more like health reasons for me. But it, still good for so many
Cool
other
for the
things
cows,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool for the cow.
So many people are like, how long are you going to do it for? Are you really going to be vegan forever? Da, da, da. And I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to do it until I don't want to do it anymore. It feels good though. It feels really good.
And then you'll stop being vegan and then you'll get a lot of backlash.
Yes.
You'll join Bonnie or Becca.
I'm scared.
Yeah. And then you'll do a notes app post and it'll be water under the bridge.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
then
don't
you'll
stress
move
too
on
much.
And
yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, this is kind of old news, but we wanted to talk a little bit about when you were on The Reality House.
Oh, yeah.
Or is this too old of news? Jack, is it a whole ass like pandemic has happened since then? Should we talk about like dating during pandemic times instead?
Maybe we'll move on. We can come back if we want.
For sure, yeah.
Fuck Kian and JC. Okay. I'm joking. I don't know them. Okay.
They're very nice boys.
I promise you I'm joking and I will cut this all out of the phone.
You're going to be on the next season just for that moment.
There you go. Like,
okay, leave it in. Leave it in. Okay, so we're in a global pandemic. I don't know if you've noticed.
What? Wait, what?
Don't go outside.
Yeah, seriously,
shit.
like get a mask.
Okay.
So Jack and I have been talking about a lot about like dating during pandemic times, and Jack's gonna do this FaceTime date. I've gone on a couple socially distanced dates.
Oh.
Have you dabbled at all?
Nope, not any dates, no. But I did recently get my first dating app ever.
Oh my God,
Whoa,
what is it?
Ever.
Yeah, what is it?
Raya.
We've heard of it.
I didn't get it with like, it wasn't like this crazy, like I'm ready to date. Like there was no crazy intention behind it. I was just like, I do it. Like I can do it now. Like I've never been able to do it. I was in a relationship for 5 years. So I was like,
oh my gosh,
shit, I could do it now.
That's a long time.
It's a very long time. And I never got the dating app like when dating apps came out, like 2013? I made that up. I feel like it was like somewhere around there. I was also in another relationship. So I kind of missed the dating app threshold. So this is the first time I've got one when everybody else has had it for 7-8 years. But
wow,
they're interesting.
Have you seen like, I don't know, Dylan Sprouse on there? I don't know who's on that.
Dylan Sprouse. I saw Niall from One Direction.
No.
Yeah. That was actually one of the,
right?
Well, duh, babe. Duh. that was one of the first people I saw, and I was like, what do I have in my hands? I feel like I have so much power. Like I was like, what can I do? But no, it's cool. It's, I've seen how the other dating apps work. My friends are on them. I've like sat next to them as they swipe, and Raya is very like cool. Like it's like a video slideshow of your pictures, and you get a song assigned to it. So it's almost like your MySpace profile. Like it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
We've all been on it.
Yeah, we have.
Oh,
I was just kidding when I booed you. In fact, I have it.
Oh shit.
But like honestly, straight Raya sounds more interesting because you get like One Direction. I get like, I don't know, Ruby Rose.
I was just gonna say
And that's
Ruby
like-
Rose.
Yeah, she's on there.
She's.
So
Have you found
Go
her?
off. I have found her. But there's like when you set your thing to like women looking for women, there's like 5 women and then it's the same 5 women over and over. And then I'm like, okay.
Okay, I'm bored.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like,
Dang.
okay, I'm going to close this for some months.
Yeah, I
And
feel like
then
it's
go on Hinge.
I feel like it's different too because when I was on Gay Raya, it was like I think a lot of celebrities probably are afraid to come out because like Raya, they say it's like the exclusive one, but like it's
Yeah.
really not like
Yeah.
exclusive.
Oh.
So like if you're, I'll use someone who's out just as an example because I don't want to out anyone, but like if Neil Patrick Harris is in the closet, he's not going to want to go on Raya and be like, I'll be gay and like finally I can live my truth because everyone will find out.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
but wait, will they? I mean, I guess like we are talking about people on our podcast right now, but like you can't screenshot.
No.
But you can film with another device. You can show your friends in person. You can
True.
Wow.
just swear by
You're
it,
Right.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Okay.
that we have limits on Gay Raya. It's really.
So, what are your guys' apps of choice?
Hinge.
Hinge?
Or Bumble, not Tinder, although I have had a whole ass relationship via Tinder. So,
Damn. Yeah, I'm also a Hinge. Hinge is good if you want to just, take another leap and do a new one. I like Tinder, but I think for gay boys, as we've spoken about, I'm sure on this podcast, I think Tinder is different because we already have the hookup app. So like Tinder for us is like.
Wait, what's your hookup app? There's an app just for hookups?
Girl, where have you been? Ever heard of Grindr?
Okay, yes, I've heard of Grindr. But I'm telling you, I'm new to all of this, you guys.
Oh,
I'm
you're
so
right.
new to
also,
it.
Right.
you don't need Grindr. There's nothing.
Yeah, you're
there
also
for you.
not gay.
Hi, guys. They're like, what is she doing here?
I've seen one time there was a girl on, and this was on Twitter, and someone asked why she was on Grindr, and she was like, well, there are bi boys, and I have less competition because I'm the only girl.
Oh my. A strategic queen.
Yeah, points. But I guess like when you are as famous as you are, you can't really go on like the Hinge or the Bumble like we can under the radar. Have you had like have you met men in the DMs? Like what has it been dating but famous?
I mean, I've only tried Raya. My DMs are, it's either like, something like, oh, your dog looks cute in that story that you just posted, or it's like, we'll send money for feet pics. That no in between.
Do it. Yeah.
Should I try it?
Well, okay, we had Kelsey Dara on and
love her.
Wait, did she talk about this on the podcast or before the podcast?
No, this was definitely on for like many minutes.
She said that she sells like a couple feet pics a month and that pays for her rent.
I'm going to do it.
And now I am very interested in selling feet pics if anyone's interested.
I'm absolutely going to do it. Oh, free rent.
There is literally nothing to be ashamed of.
No, it's your feet too.
It's literally your feet.
I have cute feet.
Yeah.
I have a toe ring.
Well, then you could make extra money. I bet they would love that. Toe ring.
Well, have you been on any feet pic accounts yet? Like
No.
What?
haven't.
Oh,
Oh,
I have
what do you
not.
mean?
You're like,
you
yeah, me
haven't,
either.
Amy?
Wait, what do you mean though?
Like, have they
Feet
ever
pic
posted
account?
a picture of your feet on a foot blog?
Oh, Wiki Feet. Have you guys been on that?
I don't know. Have they? Should I be checking in on this?
So go
I mean,
on Wiki Feet, type in your name.
Yeah. I'm not on WikiFeet. I'm on, I think it's called Male Boy Barefoot Blog Instagram. I'll find it. But now I
wow.
don't give them any content. I always make sure to cover my feet.
With socks.
With
no
yeah, you
free,
Yes.
no freebies. I want to sell directly.
Pay up. Know your worth.
I mean, I try and not post photos of my feet because
Me too.
yeah, no freebies.
I don't know. I
You-
always I just know that it's wanted. So like in pictures, I purposely like if I'm barefoot, crop it.
Crop it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Get
blur
out of
blur
there.
your feet only.
It's all like a sim. It's all pixely.
That's really funny.
It's hilarious.
Okay. So we have also figured out from doing this podcast that everyone kind of has like one dating flaw. Like mine is walls up. Jack's is moves too quickly, scares the man. What would you say that your dating flaw could be? Sharp turn from feet pics.
That's it.
Well, you said you've been in like a couple back-to-back long-term relationships, but that kind of seems like not a flaw, but a win.
Yeah, I really like relationships, and I feel like I don't know. I don't know what my flaw would be. Maybe
Okay, well, what's your opposite? Your
pattern?
amazing dating secret for you to keep having amazing long-term
Ooh,
relationships.
okay. Okay.
True.
Fair.
That's good.
I can give some insight on that.
Okay.
I would say one, it's one thing to like have fun, date around, meet people. Great. I'm into that. I love meeting new people. But when you realize you're ready for a relationship, it doesn't mean start interviewing. All right, who's my next candidate to tie my heart to?
Mhm.
Let them come to you.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Let them come to you. And I promise, like, I've had like, small flings with men where I'm like, I'm ready to date. Like, I can see this guy being my boyfriend type thing. And it makes it transactional almost because I have
Ooh.
this mindset that I'm like, I want you to be my boyfriend. And it never worked. But
Right.
my like 2 longest relationships, it was organic. They literally just like walked into my life and it worked and they were the best. So I feel like that's definitely the way to go about it is just go with the flow. And another thing that I kind of have like thought about recently, talked about with my friends a lot is when you meet somebody, I feel like it's so fun and easy to be like, oh my God, like we mesh so well. Like we'd be so good in a relationship. You get all excited. You kind of create this like standard that you hold them at. They would be such a good boyfriend. They'd be such a good girlfriend. Don't do that. Cause now if they don't deliver,
Mhm.
your mind's
Wow.
kind of like, you put them in another box because you're like, oh, they weren't what I expected. Well, yeah, you held them to a standard they never asked for.
Mhm.
It's interesting because you should also
Mhm.
have standards. Like, don't completely let go of standards. But it's more, it's
But
like that.
no expectations.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Just go with the flow. Get to know people. I think, there's a cajillion like dating books, all this, which are great. But it's hard for me to latch on to like how people have brought dating down to a science. Cause I'm like, every pair of people is different. Like,
Yes.
there's not a
Mhm.
formula here. There's people that meet, fall in love, get married the next month, and they're together the rest of their life because it worked for them. And then there's
Mhm.
people that never get married and are just in a relationship because they don't want marriage. Like, there's just so many different combinations. They're endless.
Totally.
So, we have these societal standards that we're told, whether it's from our parents, movies, all this, like, get married, then you have kids and you buy a house, like that type of thing. Like in that voice, you
yeah.
just
Move to the south.
exactly. Yeah. Get an accent, get a golden retriever. Like it's just, I don't know, just go with what you and your partner want to do. And don't worry about a perfect timeline. Just if it feels good, just do it. Just don't force anything.
Yeah. I think that's really good advice. I think dating apps have a little bit more of that transactional thing that you're talking
Yes.
about too, because it's like on first glance without even meeting this person, it's like, what can they give to me? Can I see me giving them all of me? And it's just like, how would you ever know until you until you show that or until they show it to you.
Right. I mean, it has brought this like raw human connection that we all have since we were animals into this technology driven transaction where it's a step-by-step process. Are they cute? Okay. What's my first message to them? Okay. When do I bring it to text? Okay. When do we hang out?
Yeah.
You're
You're
it's a
overthinking
formula.
everything.
Yeah. Which, it sucks in a way, but it's also like, we're just evolving as a species. Like, especially right now, we can't go out, see somebody cute at a bar, feel their like physical energy anymore. We can't do that right now. So, there is a lot of beauty in having these resources, these dating apps, but I don't know. I just told you my philosophy, so that's why it's also super weird that I just got on a dating app, because it kind of does go against everything that I've done. Like, so it's weird, but I mean, I feel like you can tell a lot from a picture of a person, like, or the pictures they choose to represent them. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Yes.
I love the like the profiles of like the goofy guys with like, they put like a random picture, like an old like funny baby picture, and then like it's not all like
I
urban
know.
face for the camera type stuff. I love
Yeah.
like show your personality in your pictures, because like we're saying, like you do have that one glance to make your shot. So make it really represent you.
Yes.
Because I feel like I don't know. I feel like people put up facades.
I think we just all want to be. I've been talking about this with Amy a little bit. Like, I feel like on dating apps, I was like wanting to be hot, like in every picture, but it's like, I don't want someone who only wants me because they think I'm hot. I want them to also think I'm cute and fun and silly and interesting and, have these hobbies and everything.
Because that's what makes you stand out. If somebody just wanted a hot person, like,
go to Grindr.
Go to Grindr. Thank you, Grindr, so much for sponsoring this episode. It's just like, put out what you want to attract, period. So.
Wow.
Amen.
You're right. But okay, so you're talking a lot about like playing it cool, letting them come to you. Like, what are your this is a two-parter. What are your moves pre-pandemic to like get a person to, come after you? And two, how are you going to put that philosophy into, because this is going to go on for who knows how long.
Right.
Like, how are you going to play it cool in the way that you want to?
Pre-pandemic, like in-person stuff, like bar, you're saying like bar energy, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
how have you done it?
Eyes, baby. Just give them eyes. Like, right? Like, look at and it doesn't need to be any like crazy, like, don't be weird about it. But like, I don't know. I think you can tell when people are looking at you. We've all felt that sense of like someone's looking at me right now. So I think like a glance, like, a playful kind of like closed mouth smile, like let them know like I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
And usually kind of enough, because the second, it feels good. And then if they have the balls, they'll come up and they'll start a conversation, or you go up and start a conversation. Like, I have a friend. She is the ballsiest motherfucker in the world. I love her. We were at Bonnaroo a couple of years ago, a music festival. And one of my other friends was like, that guy's really cute. Like, oh my gosh. And she was like, go up and say hi to him. My other friend's like, no, what? No, I can't do that. She's like, okay, I'll do it. She just walked up. Oh, my friend thinks you're cute. And the guy loved it. Like it worked out. So
yeah, of course. We all want to hear that.
Right. It feels good. So I think just kind of like having the confidence to like be able to just like go up and, hey, I think you're cute. Like, that's so, nobody does that anymore. Like, that's a way to stand out, because nobody does it anymore. But
yeah,
honestly, like,
but then how do you like keep that going? Like, do you
buy him a drink?
Reply to every couple? No, I mean, like, months.
Now?
You know? Well, no. Like, so you make the eyes, you get the number, you go on a date, and then you just like play it really cool. Like, you don't text them a bunch.
I don't play that game of like,
Thank
I don't want to
you.
I don't want to double
Thank
text. Like,
you. Yes.
I don't care about that. If I want to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you.
Mhm.
If you don't want to talk to me back, I will pick that up and I will leave you alone. I'm not going to be like, talk to me. But like,
Yeah.
a lot of my friends are like, I don't want to text back too fast, or, oh, I don't want to double text. I do that. And I've never had a problem with it. You know, every man I've talked to has liked it. And I think it shows a lot of interest in the conversation.
Mhm.
I love getting past small talk. Like,
Mhm.
nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody
No
cares.
one cares.
So like,
Right.
I like to just get straight to it. Like, just don't hold back because you're like, oh, are they going to think I'm weird if I say this? They might, but then that means they're not for you.
Right.
So,
Amen. Okay, you seem really
Yeah.
healthy.
thanks, I'm vegan.
I can tell. I mean, it's just radiating off of you.
Thanks. I don't know. I don't know why I've been good at it.
Well, it seems
I
like
don't
you
know.
have like an understanding of self, which I have realized that like pretty much makes everything in life easier, I think. Like trying to find that
Yeah.
understanding of self. And also I think in the bar when you talk about like eyes, that's just also like a bigger, or it's like a small example of the bigger just like openness, being open to, you know, whoever wants to talk to you, like giving them a shot. And also like I'm really bad about when someone looks at me of like looking away because I'm like
Nervous.
scared.
Totally.
Yeah. But like just forcing that uncomfort and like really looking back at them and like having your arms open instead of closed. Like I feel like there's so many things to indicate your openness.
Absolutely. Be uncomfortable. It's so cliche, but like, you know, they say if you live your life comfortable, you'll never grow. Be uncomfortable. And then another thing with like back to the bar example, like people are like, I don't know, like, I don't know who they are. I'm kind of nervous. Worst case, your life will be the same. You didn't have them before and you won't have them when you leave the bar. That is worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Middle case would be like, what if they're just really cool and you're just like friends? What if you just met a new person to bring in your circle and they're just cool? And they'll give you new insight of life, like middle case. And then best case would be like, oh, we hit off. Now we're talking, now we're dating type thing. So just try and not like, I feel like people get uncomfortable because they are constantly focused on the worst case.
Yes. Absolutely.
And that's what makes it uncomfortable because you're like, oh my God, you're kind of already writing your bad ending. Don't look at it like that.
Damn.
Wow.
I feel like I'm being read.
Yeah. Should we get into some advice questions?
Let's do it.
Sure.
I'll read whatever.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I'll read the last one.
Okay.
Okay. So, a couple of months ago, I signed a lease for a tiny one-bedroom apartment with two friends. We'll call them Anne and Bob. And Bob has been dating a close friend of mine, Deb, for almost a year. I'm moving in 3 days, and my two imminent housemates have been living there over the summer. Just two pals, very normal, or so I thought.
Ooh.
Because yesterday, Deb clued me in that Bob had been developing romantic feelings for Anne while they've been living together, despite being in a relationship with Deb. Anne was rightly not down with that, but eventually also developed feelings for Bob. They set a bunch of boundaries, hoping this would help them both move on. Still, this didn't totally work, and Deb just dumped Bob a couple days ago.
Fair.
When I asked Bob what was up with all this, literally he told me, quote, nothing is going on. Anne and I are best friends and very close. Seems like it was that simple. Or it seems like if it were that simple, you'd still be with Deb, Bob.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Damn. I don't think anybody here wanted the feelings they got, but they sure got them anyway. Good intentions, deeply unfortunate results. Also, if this sounds too straight for dating straight, I've had crushes on both Deb and Anne at various times.
Queen.
Great to know I have the same taste in women as Bob. That's really fun and definitely won't add a new layer to this whole mess. How awkward. So my question is, what the fuck? What the fuck? But also, my other question is, what do I do? I'm basically about to be quarantined with Anne and Bob. How do I support Deb while living with her ex-boyfriend and the gal who, however unintentionally, led them to breaking up? I feel like I'll end up compartmentalizing this and forge ahead being friends with all three. Not sure if that's healthy, but I'm pretty sure I'll revert to that over being constantly tense and awkward with the two people I live with. Is this bad?
No, that is good.
Damn.
This is heavy.
There's a lot going on here.
This, first of all, when you started, it sounded like a math equation. Like, if Deb and Bob have 3 apples, like I was like in school mode. I was like ready. This is a lot. Okay.
I feel like this was well written.
Yeah,
this was like a novelist.
yeah.
Incredible. Kudos.
I really like it.
Hold on.
I think Deb is just gonna have to get over it.
Whoa. It's like,
I mean,
it's
if you're
too
living
late.
with them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Don't
did
be
already
awkward.
sign the lease type thing. That one's really hard. To be completely honest, because I just am like, if I was in that situation, I would. I feel bad saying this. Like, I would probably break my lease.
Ooh.
Wow.
Only because-
Oh, take a stand.
I don't know. I don't know how close they are to Deb, but like, I put it in terms if Deb was like my best friend. I don't
I'd
want
be
to
like, Deb, you pay for me to break my lease.
Oh my God.
And I'll leave.
I wouldn't want to do her like that. Okay. You know what? This is what you need to do. Weigh out the importance of your friendship with Deb. If this is somebody you don't want to burn a bridge with and you never want to lose, like maybe
Reconsider.
yeah.
But I'm sure Deb will understand.
Right.
Like,
Well,
it's not her fault.
Can we call
And she's
Deb?
not
But
really-
there's nothing worse.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than your friend being friends with your ex, and that means Deb can't go over to her best friend's house anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it creates this big wall that they probably had down before, having dinner, movie nights, sleep, like friend stuff. And now they kind of can't do that. And
maybe they all should have considered before, like, it's like, oh, well, Deb and Bob could break up. Nothing lasts forever anyways.
Yeah.
Therefore, I shouldn't live with Bob. But
it's too late for that.
it is,
Amy.
no, I know, but it's
Now we're dealing with the consequences.
yeah, that maybe they should, face their consequences.
Fears.
Okay, so to wrap that up, good luck.
that's your advice.
I honestly
Figure
Shit,
it out.
man.
I trust this person to handle this correctly. I really do.
Yeah.
As
They
they're
know the
asking
working
for
part.
advice, they're like, no,
Yeah.
I need help. You're like, you got it.
Trust yourself and it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think
That's good
communication. Just
True.
see if Deb is actually okay with this. And if she's not, then you really gotta consider
Oh.
the importance of your
Whoa.
relationship. It's hard. That's a hard one.
You guys, breaking a lease is like aggressive.
I know.
That is aggressive advice that I would
So
not
is
give to
losing your
someone.
best friend.
See? Exactly. That's priceless.
Oof.
Oof.
That's true.
Put your head down. You're just
Alright.
like,
Yeah. I'm like,
We don't know.
It's gonna be me.
okay, the second one. So I've 22 been acquaintances with this girl, 21, for years. Our older sisters were friends in high school, but we only started actually talking and getting to know each other about a year ago. We always talked about meeting up and almost did a couple times, but it never worked out. She lives in LA and I live in Orange County, and we're both super busy people. When quarantine started, we would chat a lot more because we just had like more time and we both really cared about the same social issues and stuff. and are both very clear about our activism on social media and stuff. Hell yeah.
Love. Yeah.
So anyway, we started writing letters to each other because save the USPS. Yes, beat.
Oh my God, queen.
Yeah.
And like, I wanted to make it clear that I was trying to be more flirty gay and less friendly gay. So with the letters, I was putting like pressed flowers in the envelope and little origami cranes and little stickers and stuff. And she also was using cute stickers, lots of hearts, and sent me an origami crane back. And there's like a flirty vibe. Okay. She framed the flowers I sent her in a green frame. Green is my favorite color. And like we sign it with much love or XOXO, and we give each other song recs and just generally have deeper conversations through our letters. Like it's more intimate. I love this. Anybody want to be my pen pal?
This is so the Notebook.
It's so cute. Anyway, she told me that she started seeing this girl, which is fine.
Aww.
I'm virtually dating around too. Okay, that's good. But in her last letter, she said she was really starting to like her, and I felt a bit discouraged. She reciprocates the flirty energy like 100%, but she also like clearly told me she's into this other girl, and I don't know if I should like back off or keep flirting. Like was that a hint to move? Hold on, what can I read? Like, was that a hint to move it to a more friendly place and stop flirting? Or is she like letting me know because she wants me to be more upfront and like ask her out? I don't think it's the second one, but I'm really afraid to do that because I don't want to ruin the vibes of being too direct. It's early days, so I have to play it cool, but I'm not the best at that at all. Help, please. What do I do? Also, today she reposted a thing on her story that said, flirt with me via USPS mail. And I commented and I was like, oh my God, I love that. And she was like, yeah, I thought of you when I posted it actually. Haha. And I said, and then like a heart emoji. How cute. But like, do I keep flirting? Cass.
I have a serious question. What if the girl that she's saying, like, I started seeing this girl, what if you are that girl? What if she's like, you know what I mean? In a riddle way, she's being like, I'm seeing you now. Because then also the flirt with me via mail, that's...
Oh, yeah. Like what if...
Pointed.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, what if that was her like being kind of like funny, but you actually took it as like it was an actual other human being?
Yeah, and you like missed it. Or what if, when, on like Selling Sunset, when they're trying to sell a house and they say like, oh, someone else is interested, so you got to get it now. Maybe it's like that. Maybe it's real estate.
That's kind of what I think is that, I mean, obviously we love a good letter, as we have spoken about.
So cute.
But also snail mail is pretty slow. Like maybe this girl is saying like, I'm having a really good time with this other girl who's fake in person / over text. Maybe I think it is a call for her. She's asking you to be more flirty and direct. I do think.
Try it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I kind of get that vibe. So along with that, like, because I think Cass was saying like, I don't want to be too direct. I don't know what to do. My rule of thumb in like any situation where you don't know how far to throw yourself, take this with a grain of salt, but I feel like do whatever comes natural, even if it feels like the most, because if you don't and this doesn't work out, you're gonna sit for however long and be like, oh, but what if I tried this? Oh, but what if you're gonna have regret, and you're gonna have things you didn't try, and you're gonna wonder if that would have worked, and you're gonna probably get mad at yourself for not trying them. So I say be direct, throw it out there, say what you want. If they don't grab on, then it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They also live like close enough. She could be like, hey, do you want to meet at the beach this weekend?
Have an in-person talk.
Yeah. See like if the chemistry is there IRL as well.
Yeah.
Totally.
Cute.
What about Cass?
Yeah. Okay. Hey fam, here's a juicy tea spilling dirty little secret I have. Whoa. This is the time I accidentally made a sex tape. When my girlfriend was visiting me for a week, we were in my backyard watching TV by the bar and it was late. You know how things roll when you start making eyes at each other. Well, we didn't
just
have
talked
anywhere
about
to
that.
Yeah.
do the deed. So we went behind the bar outside to do it. Only after what we done did we realize there was a camera above us for security purposes. Both of us freaking out that my dad was going to find our sex tape if he checked the app. The next morning, us and my whole family were hanging out and nobody was looking. So I stole my dad's phone and found the recording and had to delete it.
Okay, good.
That was probably the scariest shit of my life. But hey, making memes always. Ha ha ha. Wow. Damn.
That's
Damn.
crazy. You are so lucky that you were able to delete it. What if it was a public place and you didn't know where the footage was and somebody just had it now? Like, you got best case scenario.
Yeah, really, you did.
I would freak out.
Yeah.
Sounds
like
yeah,
you
I guess
did
there's no
everything right.
advice. Yeah, you're just a badass.
Just
Yeah.
proud of you.
All right,
Yeah.
you're bragging now, and I feel attacked.
You're like, I have hot, fun sex and I get away with it.
Like,
what about you
sick.
guys?
Can't relate. I feel like that's the risk you're taking if you're having sex in public. Like, you're taking a risk that there's a camera that can see you. Just saying.
But you're winning.
Right. Yeah, you got it.
Kristen, thank you so much for coming on Dating Straight. This was so much fun.
This is so much fun. You guys are great. I want to hang out in 3 years when we can.
6 feet apart, only with masks on.
Yes.
Where can the people find you? What's your podcast called? Do like a little.
For sure. My podcast is called Oddvice, ODDVICE. You can listen to it absolutely anywhere. And then you can find me. I'm at Kristen McAtee, KristenMcatee, everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, all those things. Yeah, come say hi.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Thanks for listening. I'm Amy Oddman.
I'm Jack Dodge, and this is Dating Straight.
See you next Tuesday.
We could be broken-hearted lovers. You can help me